All right, I'm here. Sorry, the second I started my stream, I needed to go get water. All right. What's up, everyone? How are you guys doing today? What's up, Noah? Nice to meet you. I actually made it to one of these. I'm usually working. What's up, man? Nice to meet you. What's up, Seth, Boss Baby, Oaken, Adonis, Sato? Okay. Who the fuck is...
purity of a true knight. The
Oh my
false
God!
knight retreats.
Bagel, thank you very much. That's very sweet. Relic, do you ibuprofen? Bro, allegedly, under almost every goddamn post, people are calling me a pill popper, brother. They're saying I'm like an addicted Neo, just down in that fucking, them taking both pills, you know what I mean? Fuck it. Let's see what's going on. And Beck with the follow for the 300th time. Thank you very much. Hey, what's up, Suki? How are you? Okay. One, restaurants definitely are scared when Runk walks in. What is that? Oh, because I knocked down that trough of pasta and
I love
almost
money,
died.
I love power, I love capitalism.
You pill popper.
Yeah, I mean, apparently. I think people, like, really, really want me to have autism, which might sound crazy, but I just kind of don't. Sorry to disappoint, but throughout my time on the internet, people really, really want me to for whatever reason. Relic, I really like this girl and I've dated her before, but we've been texting for a while. Should I just tell her I like her? Yeah, do that shit in person though. Dude, doing a confession over text is the worst ever. Because if they don't like you, brother, they can read that shit in the corniest way. I've told this story before, but when I was in middle school, I asked out a girl over email. Oh, because I was bitch made. I was like, I knew I had a crush on her. She was in my theater class. And I waited until a break started. And then I sent her a fucking love letter via email. No. And her entire friend group did not talk to me for the rest of the year and would actively sit across the playground and laugh at me. Shit was fucked up, man. It was my fault though. I said shit like
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
Why you built like an inbred premature chihuahua?
What the fuck? My God, text to speech really does not know how to say chihuahua. That's insane. And yeah, that's all good, man. I love my dog breeder parents. I'm a homunculus that defies nature and God, and that's okay. People are redeeming a lot when I'm in the middle of talking. Anyway, yeah, so I sent an email to that girl, and I literally in it said some shit like, I don't know, she was a theater girl, and I was also had the charisma of an almond at the time. And what did I say? I was something like you make me feel like I'm looking at a sunset or some shit. Oh. And there's evidence. You don't want there to be evidence, okay? Oh my God, Beck, you donated a sub. That's crazy. You don't want there to be evidence, okay? So ask them out in person. And then when you get denied, you know what I mean? There's no paper trail, okay? At all. You don't want that shit. God. Oh, you want to know another super cringy thing that I said? Little cheesy but sweet. Yeah, I mean, there's a way to be sweet without being
money,
cheesy,
I love
though.
power, I love capitalism.
Die.
Okay, awesome. Darth, thank you for the sub. Holy shit, people are subbing a lot today. Motherfuckers must have just got paid, huh? Runkla Ditchies. Crazy. Absolutely insane. I'm not down for that specific type of fermentation, brother. Sorry to tell you. Those curds can stay in the corner. We need more hats. Dude, we can't run the hat bit back immediately. We gotta let that gestate a little bit. Unk, did you purchase more hats? No, I did not. I only have 2 hats. Yesterday I had a fucking coat hanger hanging from my head. That shit is delayed as fuck. I got paid yesterday. Hell yeah, brother. Where you work at, Noah? Let me know. Let me know the
money,
employment that you're suffering.
Drunk love grilled cheese and ball juice soup.
Dude, what the fuck? That sounds like some shit. I've been watching No Reservations recently with Anthony Bourdain, and that's some shit he would eat in like Cambodia. Oh! Lions! Oh my God! Thank you. Get 18 hats ready. Dude, just wait a couple streams. We did that just last stream. Oh, I was gonna tell you the other corniest thing I've ever said. And I said this in front of a girl that I had a crush on, and she never talked to me again. But I was doing a bit. This was a bit, okay? It was meant to be. I missed it, man. It's in the VOD. We can run it back in the future after I get more hats, because it would just be the same bit again. I was at my apartment with a girl that I liked when I was in high school. I brought her over after class because I live close to my high
I love
school.
money, I love power,
And,
I love capitalism.
Boobs, tits, or cooking ability.
Dude, trifecta of misogyny. That's insane. Anyway, my dog came into the room, and I went, oh, it's Sergeant Tuppy reporting for pets. Never talk to me again. She literally went, oh, like, grabbed her eyebrows. Oh, never talk to me again. Listen, man, I was leaning into my corny shit. Dogs bring that out of you. I don't know. I don't know, man. It fucked me up because I was just being me. I guess she needed nonchalance. Runk, what's some good advice to start streaming on Twitch before posting on TikTok? Dude, I'm gonna keep it a full stack with you. Fuck if I know. Like, really, I don't know.
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
Give me baddie nightmares.
All right. Thank you, Beck. I'm timing you out for 10 minutes for all the 1-bit donations. I don't trust you to stop. Fuck if I know, dude. It's like so much luck, if I'm just being honest. Like, it really is just posting on TikTok, being somewhat talented at something, or I don't even know what I do, to be honest. This just kind of started working for me all of a sudden, and I just show up and do it every day. That's pretty much it. I'm not saying that to be like dismissive. I just don't want to be like a fucking, snake oil salesman. Like, there's really no method. You just kind of show up and buy a lottery ticket every day by posting, and then that's kind of it. If you get $1 million for every time you take a line of Fent, how many lines are you taking? Probably as many lines as I could before the first one kicks in. Like, you're kind of asking me, like, I don't know, like, bullet time, how much cash could I grab before, like, the bullet hits my head? You know what I mean? Like, after I do the first line of Fent, I'm cooked. But if I could just sort of, like, headbutt a gigantic mound, like a dune of the Sahara, I could probably take home, like, 100 M's. Dude, I could just eat it. I could just eat the Fent like a kid with, like, a bunch of powdered sugar or something. You know what I mean? I think that's the method, personally. I be working in the back of Walmart. I'm a personal shopper, and my hours are ass. Some days I got to be there at 5 a.m., others till 10 p.m. Jesus fuck, brother. That's rough. Retail is crazy too. Specifically Walmart. Like, I can't talk at all. Specifically Walmart. The customer base of Walmart are like beings of purgatory. Like, the single mothers and that I see, and like old people that I see roaming Walmart appear to be like yokais
money,
that just like live in that
Get
fucking
the
aisle.
ready.
Get the what? Get the Narcan ready. I don't know. I mean, I feel like if I eat a gigantic mound of Superfan, I don't know how much help that's going to be. You look like the villain from Meet the Robinsons, okay? Let's see if this offends me. Like like all the other comparisons. All right, hold on. Villain from Meet the Robinsons. Okay. I don't feel like this is true. This one's just inaccurate. The other really mean one I've gotten that I hate because it's somewhat true is the fucking octopus from Madagascar. That one makes me want to die. But I don't know if I agree with this one. I feel like I look more Irish. This guy looks more French. Anyway, nice to meet you, Twink Booty Destroyer. Okay. All right. I guess, yo, some of you people in here, be afraid. You got decimation coming around the corner, okay? All you twinks, run for the hills. We got the Twink Booty Destroyer in here. He's I am his harbinger. I warn you of your reckoning, okay? Relic, my Spanish teacher called me a slur today. Oh my god. Wait, speaking of that, my English teacher, oh, thank you very much for the follow. My English teacher did the fucking N-word thing in class yesterday, and it was so awkward. Like, she was talking about, I forgot to start my TikTok stream. Give me 1 second. I forgot to, that's the wrong way to start that sentence.
I love power, I love capitalism.
I couldn't tell you what you look like, but I do know my father looks like a white O.J. Simpson.
Lions, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Also, white O.J. Simpson, are you sure that's not just O.J. Simpson and whiteface? You ever notice your dad get really nervous when he starts sweating? He goes, "Oh, we have to get inside, get to the AC." I think you should be a little bit suspicious, okay? Just OJ in a fucking blonde wig and looks in white geisha skin. Dude, that's funny. Shit, what was I saying? Oh yeah, my English teacher did the fucking N-word thing in class the other day, where she was discussing an English skill called netting, where you use a bunch of adjectives to describe a thing to overwhelm the reader or whatever. And she chose an article about a black woman saying a bunch of racial stereotypes about another black person, including slurs, and just read that shit out. Oh, why? Dude, you could have just picked an orange, succulent, delicious, peelable, orange, reminds me, tastes like the rising sun. Okay, all these metaphors and shit. Why? What are you doing, man? Oh my god, it was so uncomfortable. It was terrible. I thought that shit ended in high school, man. I thought only high school teachers were fucking slur slingers, but no, man. Apparently not. And they always have the attitude of well, I just gotta. I just gotta, okay? It's to maintain the sanctity of the text. No, you don't. No, you don't, man. Just pick something else. Anyway, it's my rant about that. That shit was so uncomfortable. When I was in middle school and I had a crush on a girl that was in the same class as me, I had a friend ask them out for me. Oh my god, it was the worst decision I've ever made in my life. My fucking adults do that in bars still, dude. That I don't know what people think that method is, but I've had buddies tell me to go up to girls and have me say "Oh, my buddy over there is interested in you." Dude, 0% chance of it working. They either a lot of the times they'll just think you're chopped. That happens, okay? But the other 2% of the time they're like, "Oh, he can't even talk to me himself. He's a pussy." You know? It's unfortunate. It's a bad method. You can drop the horror story, Seth, though. Let me know what humiliation you had to deal with. If you make people smile or laugh really, they will just keep showing up, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. Hey, what's up, Tommy? Nice to meet you. You earned a hype chest. Okay. Damn, I got way far behind. Okay, I'm just gonna have to skip ahead. Whoa, shit. Damn, I'm way far behind. My English teacher told a kid that she didn't care that her mom died. She can't be on her phone. Not a surprise. Literally every kid in her class failed that year. What? That's crazy. What the fuck? That's insane. She's like, "Yo, new class reading. New class reading this kid's mom's last words." Everyone dissect the English mistakes that her mom, the mistakes her mom made on her deathbed. I just want you to have good life. She forgot an article there. It's a good life. Okay. I don't know what that bit is. That was kind of bad. I'm sorry. I gotta work, but it's only a mile, so it's not bad. I'm not the best at math, but I did some calculations. And with all the water and juice and cans, I moved tens of tons at this job. That's insane. I realized when I did the math, I used to work at Universal Studios, the theme park in Hollywood. And over the course of working there, because our fridge was so poorly managed, I had to relocate the rotting corpses of about 2,500 chickens. Dude, I don't know that have you ever been around rotting chicken before, but it becomes gelatinous, it becomes like a goop. And I would show up to work, I'd put on my stupid fucking Chef Boyardee outfit. You wear the big tube hat, And they would take you into the walk-in, which was like, it was like a hallway of walk-ins, because it was, you know, it's a theme park, so it's a big ass kitchen. And dude, there would literally be boxes like stacked to the ceiling that looked like they had ectoplasm pouring off of them. Oh my god. Dude, straight up looked like these chickens got bukkake, and I had to deal with it. I was the guy. It was just me. It was like me and one other coworker that had to contend with that shit. It was and the smell. Oh my god, genuinely one of the most horrific things I've ever experienced in my life. And then you're at the end of it and you're like, okay, now I look like I just got fucking birthed. I'm standing here covered in goo. Like cut the umbilical cord off of me. If a doctor saw me, he would chop off my penis thinking it was an umbilical cord. Okay? It was absolutely horrific. I looked like I was fucking 18 years past term. Okay? And it reeked insano style. I'm telling you, it did not matter how many times you showered. You smelled like these chickens for like a fucking week, man. You had to like naturally sweat it out. I noticed that I can only really stop smelling like it if I would work out. That was it. But I had to go into a gym like a fucking stink bomb, brother. It was, I feel bad for that Planet Fitness that I was at the time. Sitting my fucking rotten chicken ass down on that chest press machine. Oh my god, brother. I'm so sorry. English teachers try not to be racist challenge impossible. Yeah, I know. Like, what? I mean, it's not even that. It's like, it's not that they're being like, it's just weird. It's just weird. Yo, I need your opinion. I got called a serial killer by a guy and his like 700 chatters because I put cheese in cereal. Is it warranted? No, no, I don't think you're a serial killer. I think you... It sounds like... How do I describe this? It sounds like someone who like left, like a very broke person left a bowl of cereal out for like a month and then was like, fuck it, dude, I still gotta eat this shit, man. I can't take that hit to my food cost.
3 at last. Also, my English teacher is a bitch that no one likes.
Happy to have you back, Beck. I don't know. It sounds like you're resourceful, man. It sounds like you found like an abandoned bowl of cereal that had turned into cheese with fucking cereal filling, and you just made do. I have a community member named Alan who ate this shit that was like straight up frozen milk that had congealed into like a boner, and he would it was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. It was like frozen congealed milk where like the fat and the milk liquid had like separated and it formed a weird fucking gelatinous bulge. Like it looked like a snowman boner, and the motherfucker would just chew on it. That is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. And I've eaten straight up a whole bird baby carcass.
You look like Quasimodo.
Yeah, I've gotten that before. I don't feel like my face is that lopsided. Grammatical errors in your mother's dying wish. Exactly. That's the bit I was trying to do. I've never fumbled someone I had a crush on, but I did slam my head off a McFlurry stir when I was introducing myself.
It is.
God damn, Beck, I appreciate the bits, but the donos are interrupting me a lot, brother. 34 viewers. Holy shit, there's a lot of people here right now. My homeboy exclusively eats cereals with cream cheese. Could that be the move? Low-key, what the fuck is with y'all eating food that is for people with no teeth? Like, what are you doing? Are you just like a bunch of gummy bitches? Like, what is going on, man? You people are eating everything like you never moved past the nipple, brother. I don't understand. You got Alan eating the weird fucking milk boner that he gnaws on. You got bro from earlier eating cheese and cereal and then cream cheese and cereal. I don't. It sounds like food optimized for not chewing. I don't really understand. You people are eating like astronaut rations by choice. Relic, you made it. 35 viewers. I know, man. We're going up. We're going up, man. I'm so excited to switch up on all of you. Hey, Ronk, life kind of sucks right now.
I love power. I love capitalism.
My pants have been shitted.
All right, Beck. I'm gonna let you. I'm not gonna do the 10 minutes again, but you're towing the line, brother. Hey Ronk, life kind of sucks right now, but you're helping me get through the loss of my uncle. Thank you, and I love you, dude. Happy to help. Happy to help, man. Bro, cheddar cheese goes with Captain Crunch. What the fuck? Oh my god. I think these are meals that like a French person would see and they would immediately restart using the guillotine again. I feel like these are like American meals that would warp the European mind to a violent frenzy. You know what I mean? You would have a Frenchman with pubes bursting out of his shirt. He's got like a wizard, like he's French, so he's got like a wizard beard level pubes that have to go up through the top of his shirt. It looks like a fucking like a handkerchief a fancy person puts on their chest to eat. And he would plunge his stinky hand, because he's French and he doesn't shower, into your chest and start removing organs, man. I would be executed from my activities. Sounds like it, man. American cheese on cereal? That's fucking insane. When you said cheese, I don't know. I was thinking at least like a white cheese. I don't know, like a brie or something. Not that it would be good, but like like sliced cheese. Dude, if you are like fucking, if you're out here like peeling the laminate off of your cheese and then putting it on cereal and like microwaving it, I think you might be a serial killer. I'm sorry, man. What do you mean you're unsheathing your cheese? That's insane, man. That's not okay. Speaking of American cheese, I knew a kid who ate the plastic from the American sliced cheese in middle school for like a full year. He didn't know that shit. Every day he would get the sandwich, he'd put the slice on there and like leave the little filament on. So I don't know. Brother must have been straight up shitting action figures. I don't know, man. Limited edition Naruto figure. I ate a lot of corn today. I guess that's what made up his yellow hair. Sorry, that's kind of gross. One side of my body is lower than the other. I'm telling the chat right now because I feel like it's good joke potential. I feel like that's probably just the Quasimodo joke. That's the same thing that people say to me. You sort of look like Quasimodo. That's the bit, man. Bruh, peanut butter and barbecue sauce sandwich. It sounds odd, but I swear to you, it's good, man. Peanut butter and barbecue sauce?
I love money. I love power.
I don't know. I mean, it sounds
Brother's
interesting.
having a stroke.
Who? Me? Bro's having a stroke. I feel like I'm being coherent. I hope I am. I thought that was a good bit I just did now. Yo, Relic, I know you didn't see it, but let me know when you're ready for a story. Yeah, drop it in, Noah. During recess, when my friend went up to ask her, he pointed right at me, and I just started running. All right. During recess, when my friend went up to her, he pointed at me, and I just started running. I tried to hide behind people so she wouldn't see me, running around like crazy. Then I stopped by a wall, trying to act all cool, like I didn't even notice her. Luckily, the bell rang, and I ran to class so freaking fast. That is so funny, dude. What do you mean? Like you're looking at her gaze like you're a prisoner escaping and you're like, don't want to get caught by the fucking yard light. That's crazy, man. Do you think she's a Homelander? She's going to laser you in half? Also, I don't know. Yeah, that's definitely rough. She definitely saw you running away and kind of failing to run away from how it sounds. You were trying to blend into the crowd. You think this is Assassin's Creed? You think you get covert mode by crouching in a bush? That's very funny, Seth. Thank you for revealing that.
Power, I love capitalism.
Stop egoing your best mod Sado, who has been trying to talk to you.
Oh, Sado said something. I didn't see it. Runk, check pin message. Oh, you did pin something. These fucking hats, I'm telling you, they block the fucking the top of my chat. I just lost 90% of my friend group. Really sad right now. I'm coping by smoking, and you were like, dude, happy to help. If you don't mind revealing, you don't have to. How'd you lose 90% of your friend group? I can tell my story about losing 100% of my friend group. Back at the end of high school, that shit was funny. Well, you're at the end of high school too, huh? You're like 18, right? I'm pretty sure, unless I'm mixing people up, but I'm pretty sure you're on the same age that I was. Circumcised yo cheese. That is what you have to do with the American cheese, man. You gotta take the condom off, brother. You gotta take the condom off and eat it raw. It's gross. Sorry. Martin, I'm not reading that. I can't read that. I think regardless of the cheese, that's fucked. Hey, Apple, how you doing? I think I've eaten balut. Like okay, you're looking at a man who's eaten balut, which is straight up like a fully manifested bird baby in an egg. Like you eat that, you're like a titan in the fucking bird world. Okay, I just have to show you. There's no way to explain it. This is the second time I pulled this up on stream, but I have to show you how much gross shit I've eaten. Balut. It's straight up like boiled bird baby. Let me show you. This is what I ate, okay? You just pop this bitch. You just halt like a gusher, brother. I've eaten that, and I've eaten like, you know, chopped up into bits and fried like bull penis and stuff. So it doesn't strike me as that bad. But American cheese? I don't know. I think that's a bad move. Hey, what's up, Ree? How you doing? Bullet is gross. Did you finish it? Yeah, dude, I had to. I was with my cousins, and we were low-key like having an open mind off. You know what I mean? So I was able to knock it down from my ambition to prove myself. Relic, can you look at my poster bomb wall? It's in Creative Corner. Yeah, sure. Poster bomb wall. What is a poster bomb wall? Poster. Oh, this is cool. Oh, wrong thing. This is what you're talking about, right? Very nice. Very grunge aesthetic. How big is this? It's kind of, is this a windowsill? Could be bigger. Could be bigger. Unless you plan on filling this out more. Hey, what's up, Normal? How you doing? I don't really want to get into it, but I'm partly responsible. Yeah, that's fair. I'll tell my story real quick. I lost 90% of my, this is Lions' story about losing their friend group. I lost 99% of my friend group when I graduated high school. It was the best thing to ever happen to me. Yeah, I lost all of my friend group and I don't really feel any type of way about it. It was the classic, like, me and a girl that was like central to the friend group ended up flirting with each other, had a very weird thing because of me. Well, she's partly responsible too, but mostly me. We have like a 70-30 split, you know what I mean? Oh my god, Doug, thank you for the sub. That's so nice. 70-30 split for the responsibility, but I started getting like mad like possessive towards the end because I was not the most secure person at the time. So but she was also lying to me. But this is what I mean, where I'm like, I was being a dickhead. I should not have cared that much. But she would be like, no, sorry, I don't want to hang out. I'm just gonna have a night in. And then I would see her like hanging out with like a big group of people, and I'd feel slighted, and then send a paragraph again. What's with me and paragraphs in my lowest moments, huh? Anyway, it ended up blowing up because of that, and then they all chose her side. Which it is what it is, man. It's okay. They were kind of like very depressed people. I became a lot happier after I left that group. Even though that shit was my fault. I was incredibly fucking corny at the time. It's insane. We're all morally gray as humans. Shit happens, unfortunately. Don't be so hard on yourself. A mistake is just a lesson in the making. You'll get back up there. You'll meet awesome people who understand mistakes and mishaps. You're worthy of community and friendship regardless. Yeah, I agree. As a person who's been a phenomenally big piece of shit, like straight up, gigantic, bucket, like straight up medieval style shit bucket to be thrown out the window by a Frenchman onto the streets below. You're good. You're good. I guarantee you. There's people who are, you know, good and living good lives who've done worse things. Paragraphs are good in your lowest moment. It lets you truly talk about your feelings. Nah, I mean, yeah, but I was being whiny. Let me think of an example of something I said to her. It'd be like, It's hard to even remember anymore. I've like repressed this shit so deep down in my head. It would be like we wouldn't have like talked for a day or something, and then I would see her out with her friends after she told me she has to like take care of her little brother. And then I would send her a message, like, essentially, like, text yelling at her for being like, hey, you told me this thing, and then you're out with your brother. I just feel like that means you don't really, like, what are you doing? Like, why are you lying to me? It makes me feel like you don't want to be around me. Like, really, really ranting like crazy. When, in my opinion, now I'm of the state of mind where, like, when I'm with someone and they choose a certain course of action, I just readjust the way that I feel to like fit whatever they're doing. You know what I mean? Like if I'm with a girl now who's just blowing me off, I'm like, oh, I guess she doesn't like me that much, and like that's it. You know what I mean? That was the case at the time, and that's the case for now. Relic, you look like a millennial hip. Can't read it all. Relic, you look like a millennial hipster that owns a burger place called Big Daddy's Burger Grill, and you only sell truffle fries with your homemade house sauce, and everything costs $40. Dude, if you
I love
insult...
money, I love power, I love capitalism.
Runk, can you answer Mr. Meth Martin's question of how many bits to shackass?
Timing you out for 10 minutes. Yes, I can. But dude, the TTS, I just have to turn that off. It interrupts me. No offense to you though, Beck. Casting you back into the shadow realm. If you compare me to a millennial burger grill person again, I will make you the fucking house burger special called like the Big Sloppy, and it's gonna be made of your thigh meat, brother. I'm so serious, man. You're gonna cost $50. The house made sauce will be the tears of your mother, brother. And she's still gonna eat that burger because I know how to cook some goddamn meat. Okay. It's like, oh, I miss him so much, but it tastes so good. That's how it's gonna go down. I'm an asshole in remission. I've done some shitty things in my past life that I'm not proud of. Doesn't mean I can't change for the best and fix what I can fix. Yeah, I agree. Plus, I don't know. I'm way like I'm not that old, but like since I've gotten a bit older, I'm just kind of like, yo, sometimes you knock some shit over. Like, that's just what happens. Like, sometimes you stub your toe, and it's not about, like, avoiding accountability. It's more about just, like, taking accountability in stride. Like, sometimes you just break some shit, and it doesn't mean you're, like, a terrible person. Or maybe it means, like, a little part of you is always terrible, but that's just, what it means to be human. I think, it's good to strive to change, but sometimes when people make, like, a minor mistake or... a fault of, judgment or a moral misunderstanding, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to, like, revamp yourself entirely. Like I said, sometimes you just bump into some shit, man. Like, none of us really know where we're going. A lot of us have, like, the Roomba operating system. You just kind of go in a direction until you hit some shit, and then you move around it, you know what I mean? If you can make any fantasy power system real, what would it be? Shit. You know what I was thinking about? I'm like, I feel like if any power system was real, way more people would do bad with it than good. Like if you were like, I wish the chakra power system was real. I wish Naruto was real. That like 90% of the time, the person who's gonna get that power is gonna be like Beck of this community, like a 14-year-old who's just gonna like go around and like he's gonna abandon the talk no jutsu immediately, dude. People are going to die, like straight up. That being said, what power system would I do? Honestly, probably. What's a power system that doesn't bring like evil into the world? Maybe One Piece. I'd probably do One Piece because most of the powers are like really funny and stupid, and I feel like that knocks it down a bit. Plus, most people are too bitch-like to really get hockey, so I think I would do that one. Can I tug on your belly flaps? What the fuck? Brother thinks I have udders. That's crazy, man. Just go find an actual cow, okay? Make your way to a farm, brother. Procure some product from your belly tugging fetish. Hey, what's up, Darwin? How you doing? Have you seen JJK? And if so, who's your favorite character? Yeah, I've finished all of the JJK manga. My favorite character? Shit. That's hard to say. I mean, Damn. It might be Gojo. Like, to be honest, it might be Gojo. And not because I think he's like the hottest dude ever, whatever, like all the reasons people typically normally say. I think the way he's written and like the struggle with power and the loneliness it brings was just like really novel and well written. And the reason I would say Gojo is not just because of Gojo himself, but the way he's juxtaposed with other characters. Like his interactions with Suguru as he like declined into insanity, and Sukuna and all of his students. He's just a very interesting character. I wish he was expounded upon more, like his lore, because he kind of existed as just, kind of a god that sits atop the verse, but you never learned much about his backstory other than the hidden inventory arc. You look like an armadillo lizard. What the fuck? All right, brother. That's okay. I mean, listen, that means I have high shields, okay? If I get afraid, I'll roll into a ball. I am absolutely optimized for the American school systems and school shooters, okay? I have armor built into me. I roll up and I just become a steel ball of impenetrability. Can I follow your account? I fuck with consent heavy. Yeah, dude. Dude, permission granted. Thank you for the follow, Goober. If I'm being brutally honest, my favorite character is Maki. Maki is the coolest. I do think Maki is the coolest. What is on your bed? Shit. Got a nugget of sorts. This actually came out of me earlier. I'm not entirely sure what this is. I don't know if you can... Not entirely sure what that is. So I don't know. Human byproduct, and then got my goddamn Apple headphones. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Where can I gamble my points? Clay Nut? Yeah. I mean, listen, man. I did the no nut November thing, and I just kept that shit going through October, and I don't know, man. I tried to bust, and I just passed a gigantic kidney stone. Looked like I was laying down concrete, man. I damn near built a structure on my bed. Okay, I almost built a fucking a statue that would put the Renaissance artist to shame, man. Anyway, that's a stupid joke. Shit turned to straight gelatin that hard, and that's what I'm saying, man. My shit turned to 15-minute concrete. Okay, hold on. Let me catch up real quick. Maki is the coolest. That's what I was gonna say. I'm a big fan of just the entire way that Heavenly Restrictions were written were really cool. Honestly, it's a bit of a bummer that what is bro's name? I can't remember it now. The dude who died who could control puppets. What the fuck is his name? He got with the blue-haired girl who had like the innate domain and the sword. I can't remember. Whatever. Anyway, Maki is very cool. I agree. Teleportation is really good in my opinion. Yeah, teleportation is goated. Although, what would happen if you just like teleport like into someone? You know what I mean? Miwa. I know the girl's name is Miwa. I don't remember the guy's name though. I feel like you would just teleport into someone. Like right now, if I was like, fuck it, dude. I wanna be in China. Boom. I am like possibly in a populated place like that going to have my atoms like, you know, be summoned in the middle of an Asian woman. Dude, anytime you want to travel somewhere, you got like a I don't know, like a 10% chance of bisecting someone's grandma. I'd be like, fuck it, dude. Yo, honestly, dude, I couldn't afford a plane ticket, and I wanted to go on a quick vacay for Thanksgiving. Your grandma's a martyr for the cause, okay? Just scoop her up, bro. Fuck, man. Grab a bucket. She's still all here. I mean, she can't talk anymore, but, like, whatever. It's fine. Thank you for the follow. If you had to pick a power, what would it be? If I had to pick a power, what would it be? Probably the ability to control time. Like if I could reverse time or Yeah, probably the ability to control time. Honestly, and it's because, like, you know how many times I've been, like, it's fueled from laziness. Like, I don't want to fucking do anything. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of the times, like, I have a lot of ambitions and work I want to do. But if I could just pause everything for a week and just lay in my bed and watch Naruto, oh my god, I couldn't ask for more. Plus, dude, money would be of like no object to you anymore. The only reason you really need money is to eat and to have a place to be able to buy to sleep. I could just pause time and sleep anywhere. You know what I mean? And then I could just pause time and steal food from like a fucking, you know, from a Whole Foods or something. Like, I'd be good. I wouldn't have to do anything ever again. It was a Big the Mama. Yo, Relic, how do I be a perfect human and parry my dad's belt? Beautiful questions. I see. If you want to learn how to parry your dad's belt, you know, you probably want to get the timing down, if you will. I don't know. How are your skills of observation, Big? Let me know, okay? Because if you can't even see the whip, it's like bullet time in the Matrix. You got to be able to like see it come in, okay? You need to build up the the observational skills of your butt cheeks where they know where the belt will hit before it hits, okay? Parrying and dodging is the skill of prediction. That's how I'd say that. Invisibility for all the right reasons. Yeah, there's bad reasons to choose time stopping too. Time stopping control for all the right reasons. To make it out of the capitalist rat race, okay? It's still crazy how Yuta's crazy strength feat is getting pegged by Maki. Dude, honestly, kind of true. How would, like, kind of with any power system, the boys covers it, but how would that affect fucking? Like, dude, imagine box with a heavenly restriction. Like, what are you gonna do, man? One clinch and you're popping straight up, man. That's crazy. You can't have that. That's low-key, like, you couldn't even do like that good of a job. You'd be afraid, because if any, like I said, if any clinchage happens, you're gonna get turned into a Ken doll.
I love capitalism.
Let's find out.
Whoa, now. Bro, Taco Bell finally releasing the Baja Blast whole pie for $20. I'm gonna get like 4 of them. Baja Blast pie? Holy shit, that sounds insane. That sounds like it's just gonna completely melt out all of your entrails, like you're drinking the saliva from an alien, dude, from a xenomorph. That sounds like making out with a xenomorph, brother. You gotta hit a Sukuna level move to dodge a belt. TBH, if anyone moves, you die type shit. Yeah, dodging a belts move fast as fuck. I'm very fortunate that I was never belted by either of my parents. My parents were not spankers. Dude, I watched a kid get spanked with a belt. Oh my god, that's straight up lashings. Like, what the fuck? That's insane. The way that shit cracked. I thought the Indiana Jones sounds that they put in that movie were movie magic. Nuh-uh. That shit hopped right off the screen into a big red mark on a fucking child's butt cheek in a grocery store. Also, belting your child's butt in the middle of a Ralph's is like insane. I saw that that's a couple years ago now that I saw that. Relic, my nut dried out and I'm shooting out gas. Listen, you just got to be persistent, and eventually it's going to come out in one gigantic block. Okay, it's going to look it's going to look, how do I even describe this? It's going to look like after, you know, about halfway between milk becoming a block of cheese. That's how it's going to look. I play too much Smash and decent enough to dash dance and melee, so I can probably wave dash my dad's belt IRL, probably, or try to hit the X button on the quick time events. The one downside, there's a chance you'll just dodge and then end up having him hit a crit area, cause your dad's definitely aiming, like not aiming for the vitals. So if you try to dodge and then the belt comes into your eye, you're gonna get straight up fucking piratified, brother. Which would not be the vibe at all. Or, God forbid, the belt misses your butt cheeks and goes down to the balls. Good Lord, you're gonna get turned into a mono nut, man. That's okay. That's not okay. That's not okay. You're gonna get turned into a freak show, man. The magical one bald man. You could go around in the circus of that, just flashing people, and they would all be pointing and laughing. So, I'm just saying, giving you things to fear. Okay, so think about it. Best superpower is definitely reality manipulation, just rewriting the rules and anything you want. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I choose that. Because that's sort of like a catch-all. I changed my answer, and I'm stealing yours. You should do more caveman stories. They are so funny, and I love them. Thank you, Graven. That's sweet. I have more to do. I have a lot of fucking crazy stories in my life, so sure, I'll keep making them. They're fun to make. Gonna be nutting Kevin the Cube. Who the hell is Kevin the Cube? Did Kevin Hart get got by the coup? Kevin Hart got turned into a flesh cube, and now you're doing what to him? Reality manipulation is cool till you get a memory disease and get dementia. Well, you could change reality for you to not age, which I guess would prevent you from getting dementia. But that is true. Like, what if you had the one scary part of reality manipulation to me is like, what about like intrusive thoughts? What if you make those come real? You know what I mean? Like, you ever no, I can't say that. I don't want to say my intrusive thoughts. That's too much. They're bad. You all have intrusive thoughts too. And there's a worry about them becoming real. You know what I mean? Bro, as a kid, I got beat with a metal spatula on bare ass and it hurt. Oh my God. You got treated like one of SpongeBob's burgers. That's fucked up, man. You were destined to be on the line, man. Every time you go to a burger restaurant and you look at the burgers getting flipped, you're like, I feel you. I'm right there with you. I don't know if that bit makes any sense. Hopefully it does. Not gonna lie, I already know how to block a belt. Parents, the thing with parents when they, like, I only know this from talking to people who have gone through this at my old school. And what was that? High school? Yeah. And, dude, parents will go back for the 2 time. Like, if you block the belt the 1 time, that shit is coming back like 4 times harder. They treat that shit like a multiplier. Straight up. They got a gambler's mentality. Dude, they lose everything on that first hit. You block it. They say, again! They double down on that shit. It's coming back harder and faster and in a more painful location. Y'all ever got beat with a wood club? What the hell? Brother getting raised in a cave. You didn't wear diapers growing up. You wore loincloths, huh? Or a comically large leaf, huh? Yo, what's up? What I missed? What's up, Stoner? How you doing? And I don't really remember, honestly. I'm just talking today. I straight up used to fight my dad back. Fucker got what's coming to him. He had pulmonary embolism, still alive though. Hell yeah. That's wicked. Yeah, if you're a kid, don't let your parents beat your ass. I don't know. I mean, yeah. Defend yourself. That shit is fucked up. I don't know how people do that. Shame the one nut man. Yeah, there you go. See? So, I'm telling you, man, if you don't know how to time it right, you're going to get a ball removed, and then everyone's going to treat you like Super Fent is right now, okay? So, be careful. Fight back. Yeah, what Sato said. Would you rather be gay or a woman in 1927? What woman in 1927 sounds terrible. I'd definitely rather be gay. Also, technically, I've said this before on stream, but I am bi. So technically, I'm like halfway there, man. I can see the finish line. I can see the finish line for the one, and then the other one sounds fucking terrible. I got that OCD. The intrusive thoughts are wild. Yeah, that's what I mean. And if you had reality manipulation and you made them come real, that's fucked up. You can't have that. When will you produce offspring? Hopefully not anytime soon. Okay, I have a fear. I went to a shrink and they gave me an omen about my children bringing bringing about the downfall, which I don't know what that means. I mean, there's a chance they're just talking about like a fucking waterfall or something. I don't know, or like a heavy rain, but it was ominous. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm not joking. I just found out my friend is dating a trans dude. I don't got a problem with it, but it was just a surprise. Good for your friend. And sounds like you haven't been around a lot of trans people, so it'd be good for you to meet a new kind of person. Okay, hold on. I'm way far behind. When's the tent stream? Tent stream? What do you mean? You mean actual camping, or what are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? You better not be talking about boners in here. This is a Christian stream with no sexual jokes or innuendos allowed. Okay. Please check my art. I'm Relic Insect. Yeah, sure. You should rotate it to the right so I can see this better.
I
Well, it
love
looks
money,
cool.
I love power, I love
You should
Put the maid outfit on, pretty boy.
I don't have the maid outfit right now. If you want to draw things that are more interesting, because these are cool ideas, and you're drawing, interesting things. Your designs are always cool, but you should practice drawing 3D shapes. Look up constructive drawing. That would be my advice to you. And you got to start, because you see how these are like flat. Like all of these are, these aren't cubes. They're squares. They're 2-dimensional. If you made them 3-dimensional, it would like open up a whole new world for you. But they're cool in concept. Okay, hold on. The moon will turn red when they are born. That's what I'm saying, man. The moon is going to turn red, and then the sky is going to get blacked out with soot, like we were the villagers of Pompeii. Everyone's going to start, choking for air. And it's not because, I don't know, of some curse or poison, but the motherfuckers are just going to be stinky. They're going to be stinky, okay? They're going to be stinky because they're going to be like, they're going to be like 40 years past term. I'm going to cork up my wife. I'm going to cork up my wife, and they're going to come out. I want them to be born as basement dwellers, and that just their smell will permeate the entire atmosphere, and everyone's going to choke and suffocate to death. Cork is insane. What insane cork up my wife. Every stream I get to say something that is like truly awful. And it's great. I meant Fent stream. I don't know. We'll see. When I'm too tired to continue on, possibly. Ragged, I can say that because I'm gay. Dude, homophobic Scooby-Doo. Homophobic Scooby-Doo be like, only time I'm hitting someone with a belt is a submissive femboy in my bed. Hey, good for you. That's your prerogative. That's your tool for the task. You know what I mean? A nail calls for a hammer. So, tip of the hat to you. Y'all think anybody in the Wild West ever got catfished by a wanted poster? Oh, probably, dude. You think back when this is a disgusting bit, but it's a genuine curiosity, okay? This is about if human beings have gotten more depraved or not. You think motherfuckers were busting on wanted posters? Like, you know what have you heard of I don't even really want to talk about this, actually. This isn't funny. I veto the segment. And I'm moving on. Yo, by the way, I'm still on your walls. I think I have become one with the insulation. I think I got a chance to beat the peanut butter guy. Well, you got to handle that soon. I'm doing home renovation,
I love money,
so
I love power, I love
if you don't,
capitalism.
Tomboy or femboy?
I'm taking tomboy. I think femboys are like by and large, like kind of useless. Like, you guys are the ones who've like educated me on what femboys are online, and they seem like sort of unable to like kick a ball or like run or, you know, maybe build something or like be of any use in like a just like do something, you know what I mean? They'd be like the kind of people where I'd be like, hey, let's go try out I don't know, let's go try to play tennis. And then they would like swing and miss the ball and then fall on the ground in like a fucking anime and like an anime fan service way. Motherfucker face down, ass up on the court going like, oh, I did it again. Fuck out of here. Come on. Hey, give me credit. I'm an engineer. That you're an outlier, okay? I'm telling you something to give you pride, okay? You're an outlier to the statistics. But I feel like, okay, Lions, fact check me if I'm wrong. I'm not the most educated on the subject, but I'm sure you've been around other femboys, seen more femboys. How many of them look like they're like capable of like doing things other than being like cutesy? You know what? I'm painting with a wide brush here, okay? The woke mob. I'm kidding. I feel like I'm a little bit correct. I feel like on average, tomboys are sort of more capable, like in a survival setting. Respect trans people without fetishizing chat. I feel like we're doing fine right now, I think. Although I'm not reading all chats. Are you making a femboy Ray like Dr. Doofenshmirtz? Dude, Dr. Doofenshmirtz is trying to bring bad things into the world, not good things. Although I guess maybe that would be it's a stupid joke. Relic, do you think you could beat Magnus Carlsen with 3 days of chess training? Yeah, I could because it wouldn't be an official tournament, so I could just bring a gun. He's trying to move a piece. Hey, what the fuck do you think? Get your hands off the board. I win by default if he dies, don't I? I feel like that might be the move. Or every time he's about to win, I just flip the board like a little kid. No, no, you're not allowed to do that. Possible ban evader. Who the hell? What's up, Cloverheart? Kuma Black.
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
My jiu-jitsu coach who has had 3 students become UFK fighters only has 1 nut from a jiu-jitsu accident.
Oh my god. Dude, that's crazy. Yo, if you lose 1 nut, does the other nut become bigger? Does it assume its life essence? Yo, do balls have a heavenly restriction? Can't talk. Do balls have a heavenly restriction like Maki and her sister where like oh, I'm gonna spoil the show. I can't say that. Although if you're smart, you would have inferred the spoiler already.
He'll show you what this femboy can do.
All right. Shit. You are an engineer and you seem capable. Maybe, you know what, I'm wrong. Okay, I'm gonna develop my perspective. My friend has 1 nut and it got exploded in the sack during birth, so he just has half a full sack. Oh my god. There's a lot of mono nuts out here, man. Dude, they gotta get together and hang out. We gotta discuss this, okay? That's crazy. What would be the one, Bren? Nice to meet you. I'm happy the first thing I know about you is your friend with 1 ball. That's awesome. He's told me that it doesn't make the other one bigger. Fuck. Dude, honestly, that other ball is slacking. It's not picking up the weight that its brother left behind, man. Who's gonna carry the boats? Who's gonna carry the logs? Who's gonna make the bust? Not that ball, apparently. Sounds unmotivated. Dude, if I lost one of my balls, the other ball is swelling to the size of the whole sack. There's not even gonna be like any room for any like slide around. It's gonna just look like a baseball attached to my shit. Do you think Superman has shattered Lois Lane's pelvis while cracking? Probably. Dude, Superman honestly doesn't make any, like, that's a big plot hole for him, just like as a person. If he doesn't feel bullets, you wouldn't feel like fucking anything, man. You wouldn't feel like kissing or, dome.
I love
Realistically,
money, I love power, I love capitalism.
Is it worse that my dad uses one of those short coach whips or that he split a wood paddle on me?
oh my god, split a wood paddle on you? Dude, you were the guillotine for Planky? That's crazy, man. Honestly, both are fucking horrible. What was I gonna say? Shit, I completely forgot. Damn it. Hold on, let me see. Let me try to find the one that I was reading. Oh, realistically, if Superman wanted to feel anything, like, because he can't feel bullets, he wouldn't feel human touch. He probably wouldn't even feel like his like own gooning. That dude would have to fly like penis first through mountains. If Superman wanted to feel head, he would have to fly to Mount Rushmore and face fuck the presidents. Straight up. Like, if he wanted to feel anything at all. Maybe that's how Mount Rushmore would finally get finished. He would chisel it with his fiver. I feel like Superman has average size penis. I feel like Superman's rocking a 5 to 6, man. Not everything can be super. Jukesy the creator. Who are we throwing in a peanut butter pit by Jukesy? Ah, interesting. Okay, I guess we're throwing Jukesy in the peanut butter pit. It'll be you and Jackson. I'm going to have to carve out a different cave, though, because if you become a peanut butter boy in my caves, you're not allowed to have friends anymore. Good night, Runk. I'm going to go. Bye, Ree. I hope you have a good one. Hold on. Okay, now I'm caught up again. Okay. Wonder Woman is a different story. Lois Lane probably doesn't do it, but Wonder Woman probably has the grip of truth. Dude, I didn't think about Wonder Woman. Yeah, that's true. No way Superman can, like, if you're an alien, do you think it's moral to like fuck humans? Like, just because he looks like human, is like he's hyper intelligent. Okay, he's smarter, faster, stronger, borderline immortal. Is it moral for him? Like, we're low-key like livestock, you know what I mean? I might be wrong about that. I don't know a lot about Superman, but I don't know. Just because you look like dude doesn't mean you are dude, man. Thank you very much for the follow. Call food the way she be stroking my beef till I'm off. Banger, man. Okay. You guys are asking which is better, femboys or tomboys a lot. I feel like I've settled the debate, okay? Plato has put in his opinion. He looks like a human, but the DNA mixing might give us a Dobby looking thing. True. Yeah, like what would their kids look like? And honestly, dude, what would even be in his bust? Like, low key, if you were like, he could have diseases you wouldn't even know. Motherfuckers from Europe crossed continents, came to America, and immediately infected an entire populace of people with diseases that they'd never even interacted with, over like only separated by like 2,000 miles of water. Now give me light years. Dude, what kind of STDs is that motherfucker packing? Come on. Just like innate, dude. He has a penis of doom and despair, man. All it would take, I'm just saying it's a possibility. Superman to goon one time. Boom. COVID 2.0 proliferates the entire earth. We're all on lockdown, have to live in fucking caves like mole rats. We become hairless little fat freak people and devolve, start losing IQ points. I'm just saying it's there. I'm not paranoid. I'm logical, okay? Do you know how I can do away with the competition for basketball? How you can do away with the competition for basketball? Huh. That is an interesting way of phrasing that. Hold on. Let me give a motivational speech. Rise above. Rise so far above your competition that they appear like ants in an ant pile that you're gazing into with a microscope. Allow your enemies to become so fickle and small they are barely even noticeable. Allow them to be drowned by the pools of your sweat as it drips from your brow, and you work hard to dominate them completely. Banger. Oh my god. Are you feeling motivated yet? Come on. Go win that fucking middle school championship. Or I don't know, high school maybe. Superman is going to give us super AIDS. That's what I'm saying, man. That's a problem. Like, not only would Lois Lane literally get torn in half, man, but that dude is going to have crazy diseases. Tomboys and femboys, unity. That's lovely. Bro, I'm one buzzball and mildly peer pressured from being willing to share everything. Well, yeah, you can. Although, Sato, hold on. Content advice. Okay. Save it for yourself. Tell the story on stream. Think about how to make it really funny and engaging, and then you clip it. And people love drama farming. So that's my advice to you. If you don't want to spend your story in here, you can't save it for yourself. Hell no, they follow me. Dude, fuck them. They abandoned you, turn them into money. Turn them into money. Everything bad that happens to me now gets turned into content. I'm just saying. I'm motivated. Hell yeah. Happy to help, brother. Ground them to dust. And then coat your flesh in the dust of your enemies. Like Kratos, but it's not your mom, it's their mother. A couple of years ago, I went camping with a group of friends, and the second night, my friends and I had to help a woman because her very drunk boyfriend was threatening her with a gun. We tried to hide her from him, but thankfully he drove away and never came back. What the fuck? Holy shit, that's insane, man. Good job to you. That's crazy. I've really never, out of all the stories I had, ooh, thank you very much for the follow. Out of all the stories I've had, I've never had the opportunity to be a hero. Really, I've never, there's other than my ability to like impact people through what I do online, which is a new thing. It's crazy and very sweet when people tell me that what I do here helps them, but, that's that real risk shit. Shout out to you, man. That's crazy. Although no, I guess I did do the one hero thing, which is in a roundabout way preventing a school shooting. So I do have that on my belt. Why are your viewers such sex pests? I don't know, man. I think, have you ever seen Vinland Saga before? And there's Thorfinn, who's trying to make a home and a safe place for all of the, abandoned people of the world, and then there's King Canute, who's trying to make a safe haven for all of the sort of troglodytes and the heathens. I'm King Canute, okay? There are already many Thorfinns, okay? There's Quesos, there's many types who are able to harbor that, but I just sort of allow a safe space for the freaks, you know what I mean? As long as it's somewhat normal. Anyway, that's my genuine answer to that. Okay, if you had the chance, would you do a ghost? Fuck yeah, are you kidding me? What do you mean? I've said this before, but I'll bring a new goddamn meaning to Ghostbusters, brother. I'll go band for band with a ghost. I'll go ectoplasm for ectoplasm. Fuck with me. Anyway, hold on. Bruh, how much food do you think a stoned off his ass Superman could eat? Dude, probably a lot. I mean, if Superman, like, I feel like that's the other thing about him. You don't know how things would affect him. If Superman were laced with, like, hella PCP or something, that dude might just start eating people. And he could. Dude, Superman, before a PCP high would wear off, he could easily eat, like, 300 people like Joey Chestnut, man. He'd be dipping our heads into ocean water and then consuming us in like 3 seconds flat, easily. I feel like I'd fuck up my chance at being the hero by getting shot or completely losing cartoon style. Yeah, I have some friends who have had that happen to them before. Not the getting shot part, but who tried to be the hero in a situation and then it ended up getting whooped. And man, one of the worst things ever when you were meant to be the hero and, beat a villain's ass and then you lose. Fuck. That's rough, buddy. There we go. Can you clap it on live, please? That's insane. Motherfuckers are freaked out on my TikTok live too. Call me the USA the way I nuked that Jussie. I shouldn't have said that. I didn't know what that meant. I'm sorry. I didn't know what the message was before I read it. Okay, dude, Martin, you're gonna get me fucking in trouble. I didn't know what any of those words meant. Okay, hold on. Let me just move past that. Okay. Runk, I need to know what the optimal cup size for breasts. I agree with what Lion said, dude. Dude. All answers above are correct, man. Top 3-5 movies ever, TVs or shows. Although, dude, one thing that I don't, the only type of boob that I don't like is artificial ones that are literally like stick figure boobs. Like, have you seen those before? They used to be really popular. Like, I feel like back in the 90s, and it would be like porn stars with boobs that are like straight up beach balls on their shit, and they look painful. They make me feel bad for the girl. That's the only wrong answer. Okay. Top 3-5 movies ever. Top 3 to 5 movies ever or TV show. Damn. My favorite movies ever. Probably Gladiator is up there. Arrival by Denis Villeneuve. Then I would probably put Spirited Away. Then maybe Guillermo del Toro, Pan's Labyrinth. Then, fuck. What would my 5th movie be? Damn. Honestly, it's kind of a sleeper, but one of my favorite, it's just so like succinct and like well made, is King with Timothy Chalamet. I fucking love that movie. It's so good. It's such like a reliable watch. It's at liberty to change, but those are up there for sure. Although Everything Everywhere All at Once, that's one of my favorites. Damn, there's a lot, man. That's hard to answer. My favorite TV show of all time is One Piece. Woo! Come on, man. Bro forgot, Superman, what would happen if you fucked the peanut butter guy? Dude, if you try to even touch the peanut butter guy, you're just gonna get assimilated into his peanut butter. Okay, you'll become one of the chunks in the chunky peanut butter. Do you like Yuri? If so, do you want to see my Yuri art? If so, shameless self plug, dude. Just go into the Discord and put it in there. I'm not opening a fucking TikTok link. Relic, would you check my room decorations in the creative corner? Yeah, sure. Let's look at it right now. Also, I'm gonna hop off in a little second because I have so much fucking horrible art homework to do. I know what you are. Dude, gooners like you watch Toy Story, and then you got mad hyped, and you were like, "Oh, Yumi-chan, are you alive? Say something to me. Say something to me." That's you, man. That's you to these anime fucking waifus. You think if Toy Story logic was real, you think if Toy Story logic was real, that like the baddies of the Toy Story verse would be these? Like, you think like Woody would be trying to crack? You know what I mean? It'd be Woody and Buzz, and he's like, we gotta escape Sid. Buzz looks to his left. Ooey wooey, big Milky Wilkies. Might break the whole movie down, man. I'm just saying, you never know. Buzz and Woody might be gooners, man. They might get got by this shit. I can't talk about Yuri, can I? Yeah, you can. Give Lions VIP. Oh yeah, I should. Hold on. Yeah, /VIP Lions. Why doesn't it just fill in the rest of the username? Shit is annoying. There we go. There you go. Would sex toys be alive? Dude, I've done that bit before. That's on my TikTok, I'm pretty sure. I've done so many Toy Story bits. I also did a bit about dog toys coming in and you know, complaining to Woody about, like, you've never been fucked by the beast, have you? Woody's like, ew, this guy's gross. Hey, Scrappy! No! Anyway. That was a bit of a re-performance, but I like that video. It was funny. Can you look at my drawing in Creative Corner? Yeah, sure. I feel so special, dude. Happy to have you in VIP. You deserve it. If Toy Story logic was real, the goth baddies would have been the adult version's Monster High dolls once they dropped. That's true. Yo, hold on. Does toy pedophilia exist? Crazy question, but hear me out. Monster High, those are high schoolers. Woody is canonically probably what, like 40? You know what I mean? Like, you can have that. I don't feel like, because I mean technically they're ageless, but like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Much to ponder. All I'm saying is if I was Andy and I opened my toy box and Woody was too close to one of the Monster High girls, I might have to put him in timeout. I might have to put him in the corner. I might have to turn him into a dog toy. That's all I'm saying. Hey, never trains the beast, not the hump. Yeah, there you go. That's what I said in the video. I couldn't really remember all the words in it. Next stream, can you do YLYL? What is YLYL? I don't know what that is. Maybe. They dropped a line of dolls as adults. That's why I had to specify Woody would catch a case. Okay.
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
That's what I was saying.
Talk Relic, I'm thinking about becoming a morally ill pink tuber, but I'd how to make content outside just straight up streaming.
Damn. I just my advice. Okay, hold on. I hit a new bench PR at 145. Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. Keep pushing. Okay. Hold on, let me look at this drawing real quick, and then I'm gonna answer your question, Adonis. What the hell? Look at these. Speaking of Buzz, dear God, yo, maybe Buzz is the baddie of the verse. I'm pretty sure this is Buzz Lightyear with his fucking titties and fupa out. Dude, fucking Buzz and Woody doomed Yowie. Which drawings were you talking about? It's Gojo. Which ones? I'm not sure where. Tell me which drawing you're talking about, because I scrolled up through Creative Corner. I don't know which one. I don't know which one you're talking about. Banging Buzz. Damn right, man. So Runk, when you come into Massachusetts, come to Salem during Halloween. That feels suspicious. Okay, I've been known to dabble in magic. Okay, I feel like I probably shouldn't fuck around in there. I'll come strapped with my orb. Okay, I'll have my my wand hanging on my hip. Okay, like a whimsical gunslinger. Downwards. This? Are these your drawings? No, this is Super Fent Bob. I heart my anime waifu. All right, awesome. We got a weeaboo drawing. You're talking about these? I looked at these earlier, but this is Relic Insect.
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
Okay. If you can get an inch added to your meat, but it comes from your height, or an inch added to your height, but it comes from your meat. Are you taking it? And how much of which one?
I would take I'd take 2 inches off of my height. I'd take 2 inches of my height and add it to my meat, because I walk around normally at around like 6'2", with shoes. So if I walk around at like 6'3" with shoes on, because I'm about 6'1". So if I took two off, I'd be 5'11". I could just lie and say I'm 6 feet, and then I would still be walking around at like 6'1". So that would be the vibe. I'm 5'11". I would go down to 5'8", gain 3 inches. Yeah, I wouldn't really lose anything. Like the perception between 6 feet tall and 6'3" is only perceptible if you're around other people who are tall. And like 90% of the time, I'm in a room with people who are smaller than me. So like I would get no debuff and I would get two extra inches. So that's what would happen. I'm posting it again now. Okay, cool. Also, I want to answer what Adonis said earlier. You just have to be ass. Like, if you want to make content and you want to learn how to make content, you you're gonna suck for a little while. I mean, unless you emulate people off the rip, it's gonna take you a second to learn how to do it. Like, I've been posting since late 2024, and I really only learned how to do this of like March this year. So it took me like, 5-6 months to even really get a grasp on what I'm doing, of posting like every single day. So yeah, I mean, kind of just be willing to explore embarrassment. People are gonna be mean as fuck to you, especially if you want to be like a PNG tuber, just because there's a lot of people who like don't understand. I don't know, or just like mean to people who are engaging in like fringe cultural activities. I mean, every day I get DMs from people that are like, "You're the least funny person ever. You're ugly. You suck. You look like shit. Everything you make sucks." You know, like horrible, heinous shit, like every day, like clockwork. But you just learn how to deal with it. So that would be my advice. It's kind of just like doing shitty and people telling you you're doing shitty until you figure it out. Everything good sort of sits behind like a gigantic wall of pain and bullshit that you have to deal with, and then and then you get some good stuff, fruits of your labor, as it were.
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
Runk, you're pretty and you're funny, just saying.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Disconnected. Oh my god. Okay, this thing is being annoying. All right, that's fine. You think the first vibrator was crank operated? Dude, you know what's so funny? The first vibrators were a thing that doctors prescribed. Women would come in and be like, fuck you mean reconnecting, dude? Shut up. Couldn't connect. Okay, I'm just ending this. I'm ending you. Women would go into the doctor's office and be like, "Oh, I'm suffering through mental health. I'm having a hard time with my husband." They'd be like, I prescribed 10 consecutive busts. Dude, you had to go to the doctor to goon, man. Medically prescribed gooning. It's crazy. Can someone drop in the Discord for TR, pretty please? A bicycle-powered fuck machine probably were made first. Yeah, that's true. Like Mac.
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
It was bees, and Cleopatra made it.
Dude, you know what's so funny, Doug? I had a bit about... I posted it? Okay, I'll look at it in a second. I had a bit about how Barry B. Benson from the Bee Movie would fuck that dude's wife. And I said they would all get into a spaceship like the Magic School Bus. And Barry B. Benson would pilot it into her box. And then I was telling that bit to my dad, and he's the one who told me that that literally existed, man. Barry B. Benson was out here literally fucking queens. That's insane. Relic, I'm taller than you, 6'2" at 14. Damn, your growing pains must have hurt like shit, huh? That's insane, dude. Fuck.
I love money,
yo,
I
man,
love
read my
power,
threat,
I love
please.
capitalism.
It was bees in a jar FR.
Bees in a jar? Oh my god, dude. One man, one jar. Cleopatra was on that shit way earlier. But she had an even bigger risk with it being a swarm of angry bees. That's crazy. Yo, man, read my threat, please. Sure, I'll read it in a second. I also got to look at this thing that was sent. If you ever come to Arizona, I'm going to strap you to a pole, leave you in the scorching sun, and feed the dried remains to the javelina. What the fuck is the javelina? Dear God. Oh my, dude's putting me in the fucking air dryer. What is that even called? Bro, you're going to put me in the dehydrator, turn me into beef jerky, and then start feeding me to people? If you were an enterprising young man, you would start selling off the relic jerky. Not to brag on myself, but I feel like my meat would be a hot commodity. Okay? I feel like you could easily outsell any of the store-bought jerkies, man. When I was in high school, it's crazy how some people would do fake school shooting threats at the school so they wouldn't have to be at school. That is such an intense way to go about that, man. Just be like, I shit my pants and I threw up like
I
a
love
normal
money, I love
person.
power,
Come
I
on.
love capitalism.
Not even the weirdest queen sex thing involving bees. A lady preserved her husband and honey for 7 years to keep cracking.
What? Oh my god. Also, you can preserve a human for you can preserve a corpse for 7 years in honey? If someone investigate Winnie the Pooh, man. I'm afraid we might have the fucking Bay Harbor butcher of that verse, man. Dude, whole time you think that man's just walking around with a jar of honey. The whole time it's the fucking submerged head of his latest victim. Javelina is a desert pig. Ah, I see. Okay.
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
Honey doesn't rot. It's like a wax. If you put it around them, they don't rot.
That is crazy. No shit. Also, being threatened to be being fed to the fucking Mad Max Peppa Pig is crazy. Damn, I didn't know that, man. Dude, good looks for when I gotta when I gotta preserve a corpse, man. Thank you. I let my loved ones submerge me in honey just so I can be used for fun. I mean, I don't care. And if you take a honey packet, your dick won't stop. Honestly, that'd be a pretty terrifying. Or no, I guess that's why the honey thing would work, huh? How would you even crack a body submerged in honey? Are you like just every day you're like prepared to almost like what would that be? Like you're like fucking in a fly trap. You know what I mean? That's like a glue trap for rats. Like what if you couldn't get out? Seriously though, like honey is good for a very long time, so it's a decent it's a decent preservative. If you completely cover something in it, it's also very clean. It has a lot of antibiotic properties. Damn, that's crazy. I did not know that at all. Ed Gain, who's Ed Gain again? I forgot. Also Luna, nice to meet you. I like the name Luna. I think that's a pretty name. Ed Gein. Why do I recognize that name? Is that like a murderer? Monster, the Ed Gein story. What did he do? What did this motherfucker do? Oh, the Butcher of Plainfield. Okay, yep, serial killer. And Body Snatcher. Damn. Oh, wait, was Ed the one who skinned people, wore their skin? Oh. I see. He was a fashionista. Interesting. That's crazy, dude. Wearing folks leather. My God. My God. I hope one day Runk shouts me out in a TikTok description. You gotta farm clips, and then it'll happen. Okay. Runk gonna be preserved in resin like Han Solo. Yeah, I'm gonna be preserved in resin like Han Solo. I'm gonna be preserved in resin like the mosquito that was caught in the amber in the beginning of Jurassic Park, and they're gonna siphon in like 1,000 years once humans have evolved beyond what we are now. They're gonna siphon out my DNA and then create a bunch of little human homunculi and have them live in cages, man. Shout out to my offspring, man, stuck in those cages. Shout out to you. Maybe folks they'll have a no feeding policy, and it's gonna really piss my fat ass children off.
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
Did you see that one grandma who did that? They made her their counter table. She's fully preserved in resin. You can just see grandma.
What the fuck? That's crazy, dude. Honestly, for people, you think that would be like? Do you think that would be better? Or better if you hated your grandma or if you like loved your grandma? Because what if like after a long day of hard work you get to throw your feet up on and kick back and relax on like your enemy? You know what I mean? Like if I loved my grandma, I feel like I'd be nervous about what to put up. I can't put my foot on this to relax. OMG, hey, what's up, Jax? I feel like if you hated your grandma, you get more use out of it. Like if I was like, I love my grandma and I have a grandma table, I'd be like, fuck, now I have to get like fucking, cup covers, and I have to have the little plates to put my cups on so it doesn't get water stains. You know what I mean? If I hated her, I could just be like, fuck you, grandma. every time I sit a cold cup of water on there. Can you listen to Fat Mac? Not right now, but I can at some point. Hold on. I got lost a little bit. That's true though. Where the guy who wore people's skins was off of Ed, which is crazy. That's insane. People used to really just sort of people watch and be like perusing for fine leathers, huh? That's insane. They're looking to gather materials. You know what's fucked up though? All of the I don't know. Okay, how come all the dudes who used to skin people and turn them into clothing never learned how to sew? I'm just saying, like, if I'm gonna die and be turned into a garment, at least turn me into something cool. Fuck you mean it looks like some 2-bit arts and crafts YouTube tutorial that like a 7-year-old who has like a, you know, temporary passion made. Turn me into some cool shit. You know what I mean? Well, Ed Gain made lamp sides, chairs, bowls, out of bodies, and skin. So I guess it works. Oh, he's that one. Okay. Excluding Ed, I guess he did make use of the full body with his freaky ass. Can you look at the drawing? Oh yeah, sure. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, you should look up. You should look up, what's it called? I'm forgetting the name of it right now. 1, constructive drawing, and like under drawings, and 2, the lupus method for heads. Because you see how this is sort of like lopsided a little bit. The lupus method, here, I can just Google it and show you real quick. Sorry, being an art nerd for 1 second, for all the people that don't care about this. Loomis. Why am I saying lupus? I'm an idiot. This is a very easy way to approach heads. There you go. This is what it looks like. You start off with a circle, and then, you know, you can just watch the YouTube tutorial on it. But that would be my advice. It makes you you're able to draw heads just far more consistently without any guesswork. When one of my grandmas died, she was buried with my grandfather and half brother. You straight up couldn't move in their graveyard without stepping on someone because of Maryland state laws. Dude, that's crazy, man. Playing what's that game called? Shit, this is a good joke. I have to remember what it's called. Game with polka dot floor mat. What's it called? Twister. Dude, you could go in there with a list of obituaries and play Twister with their corpses. Left hand to Great Aunt Meredith. Oh fuck! I fell. Dude, that's why they call it Twister. You fall right on your grandma's body. That's a stupid bit. That was worth it though. Okay, hold on. Because they don't have leather tools. Yeah, that's true. Fun lore drop. I was born in Maryland, and most of my family is from a weird area. So I did have this weird mix of Southern accent, Baltimore accent, and Bostonian accent, so no one can understand what the fuck I'm saying. Damn. You got a mix of all the white trash voices, huh? Yeah, how you mixing fucking Boston accent and the Southern accent?
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
Bro, I live directly beside a cemetery. I'm in the preacher house across from a church, and there's a cemetery I can see from my bedroom.
Dude, you sound like you're in the premium haunting spot, brother. Start doing ghost tours. Honestly, dude, might be game. Go find baddies who are into ghosts and spirits and things of the, you know, the death variety, and then, you know, give them ghost tours. And then at the end of it, see where it goes. Read my story, please. Oh yeah, sure. What did you say? Where do you even type it? Nah, the time I told you about my friend. Okay. Dude, a lot of gooning stories. Okay. Now, the time I told you about my friend jerking off on a camping trip got posted on TikTok. He saw the video and got so mad at me. That shit was hilarious. What? He saw it? Oh my God, that's so funny. Holy shit. I mean, bro was anonymous. I feel like he shouldn't be mad, man. He's just got to forget about that shit and move on. Like I don't know, like Jason Bourne. Just forget about that story, move on, move to a beach in Honolulu, and forget that you ever did all those horrific, you know, goons, man. He had an army of Dementors on his front lawn. He has an army of Dementors. Yeah, true. Relic Graveyard stream when? I can do that at some point. Honestly, having roommates right now makes me not want to do that, because people are sleeping, and then I'm like, ugh, that moment I get turned into a flesh cube by the coup, and then people start licking me. I don't know. Like, I'd say so much stupid shit. You wanna hear? Follow my TikTok for some random bullshit. There you go. I went to a town in Texas that's super haunted, and I got spooked. I guess there was a huge storm in 1900 that literally leveled the town, and now I guess the town is just built on top of all the bodies. Shiz is whack as fuck, dude. Why are all of y'all living like the preamble for horror movies? What do you mean? What you just dropped in here was not like a personal story. That was like exposition for what's to come. You know what I mean? Damn, Luna. Well, listen. When your body gets possessed by the spirit of a dead person that your town was built on top of, tell them to come in and just empty your bank account on bits. Okay, listen. I have the internal morals to not farm from the alive, but the dead, man, dude, I'm literally a parasite on the dead's wallet. Oh, Relic, I laughed so hard at the hat bit this morning. Oh, thank you. I'm happy that made you laugh. That clip made me laugh a lot too. Sorry for all the Gooner stories, but it's just some of the only funny shit going on with me right now. No, it's okay. I think you need another hat. I do not. We did the hat bit last stream. Give it a second, okay? Wait till I procure more hats at the very least. We can have that be an ongoing bit, but you gotta, space it out by episode by episode. Okay. Guys, I'll read these last two. Okay. When I was in high school, there was a kid who made a Snapchat account where he could catfish all the guys in our school for pics of their meat and feet. A couple of my friends fell victims of the scam. Dude, what? Why was that so easy to do? I know people who did the same thing back in who like got by the same thing back in the day. I don't know if it was a person in my school who did it, but they, were coerced into sending meat pics and then got blackmailed. Brother, what are you doing just sending pictures of your penis to people? Like, a random person you've never seen this person in real life before. What do you, what is this, Costco? You're giving out free samples? What do you mean, man? You gotta let someone, I don't know, put down a fucking